I had that authority. I was getting that authority in the content space. So I want that for you guys. I want your conversations to be easier. So we're just going to dive in. Um, this is my school community. I shared the link in the chat, so please join in. There's some free goodies in the course section. Um, so we're really quickly going to declare God's promises over your business. So we are not shifting from begging God for anything, but we are shifting in a place of declaring. If it's healing that you need, if it's prosperity, He already promised these things, and we have to declare it and speak it like we already have it. So speaking things into existence for us instead of praying and hoping, right? So, like for instance, if you have a family member that's struggling with any health issues too, like I pray for my family member by his stripes, she is healed. And if you keep declaring that out loud, it will come into fruition because you are speaking it with authority. So we're just going to do a prayer over your business today, and I just pray for prosperity. A really good prayer I like to do for my business is Psalm 23, um, where it talks about like the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lay down on green pastures beside still waters for peace. And so we're just going to pray that right now over your business. Father God, Lord, I just pray over this call. I pray for each and every person on this call with their business, Lord, that their cup overflow, that they are ready to receive breakthrough in their business, reach new heights. We declare that in Jesus Christ's name, that abundance is coming to them, fruit is coming to them. They are stepping into a new level of entrepreneurship that is just going to attract more clients to them, book more calls for them. And Lord, I just pray for abundance, blessing, and peace over their business, that they don't have to strive, but they thrive without burning out. Lord, I just pray for this call to be fruitful for them and to guide them to peace and prosperity. Amen. All right, so I'm going to tell you a little backstory. Like, I was cold DMing like crazy. I started posting 3 Yap videos per day because I heard this online guru, Brock 11 Johnson, saying the more you post, the more you grow. I joined his Insta Club Hub. I was going through his courses. So I was like, I'm just going to post Yap videos 3 times a day. And I started hitting 30 views per post. And I was like, what is going on? They say the more you post, the more you grow. What am I doing wrong? My ads and content were not working because my offer was unclear too. And I was frustrated, tired, and burned out with no clients to show for it, working 12-hour days. Um, so I invested in a content strategist, a business coach who were making over 60K per month. And I finally learned the juice, the tea to get consistent clients through content and other systems as well that we'll dive into a little bit, but we're mainly talking about content today. So what you will learn is to refine your offer, content for converting, and we're going to do a small lead blitz for converting in the DMs. Things that I just don't have time to go over that I wish I can, that maybe I'll do on another workshop, is content cadence, jailbreaking your algorithm for virality, B-roll real strategy, and reviewing personal accounts. Like, I really want to do that on another workshop sometime, but today I just have so much to give you. If you're excited, put a 1 in the chat. Yay. Cool. Awesome. So this is for the coaches and entrepreneurs who want consistent daily leads, 3 to 5 clients per month with a simple Instagram system without relying on inconsistent cold outreach. So you have an offer, but you struggle to get leads. You're posting and outreaching, but still not seeing predictable results. You don't have a simple system that brings in leads daily, and you're tired of chasing clients and want conversations way easily. And if we make our content better, then conversations just come more natural. People will start going to you and being like, "Hey, I want what you have. So the issue isn't your offer, but you just don't have like a visibility system for consistent daily leads. So you're stuck randomly posting, outreaching, and hoping for replies. Results stay inconsistent and you never know where your next client is coming from. And that's what's stopping you from signing 3 to 5 clients per month. If anybody can relate to any of this, just put like your favorite emoji in the chat. Mm, hmm Love the shrimp. Okay, so before we can dive into your content and ads, mainly content today, we need to talk about your offer. Because if your offer is not clear or it's too broad, your content's not going to speak to anyone, your ads aren't going to speak to anyone, and you're just going to be throwing spaghetti at the wall. So we really need to get crystal clear on your offer. And maybe if you have had excuse me, if you have um, done your offer already, maybe it's time to revisit and just make sure that it's clear for you. So that's what we're going to be diving into today. Um, so when you speak broadly, like I help coaches get clients, for instance, um, it's too broad. Like I help business owners get clients. You're speaking to such a big audience that you're not speaking directly to your target audience pains, frustrations, and desires. And when you miss that mark, you're speaking to no one. Um, so we want to speak directly to the person who needs our help. And there's a lot of people that have similar issues. So, just a quick testimonial. My client Joyce, she went from inconsistent months to 7 clients per month consistently, filling up her schedule so much that she had to hire help, like she had a waiting list and had to hire help. So just someone who we dove into the system with and was able to scale predictably, without having her to burn out or cold outreach or randomly post. Like she knew what she was posting, she knew what she was speaking to her ideal client about. These are a few other clients I've had testimonies with, like Sky, he got 7 hot leads in like 3 weeks from putting his ad up. Marissa, she worked with other coaches before and she didn't have a crystal clear offer like she does now. So that's what we're going to be diving into. Um, excuse me. Let me get some water real quick. Anybody have any questions real quick? Off mute. Okay. Screaming into the void. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we need to get crystal clear. So, yeah, I mean, I had this issue where my offer wasn't crystal clear for me and I was not attracting my ideal buyer. But then when I started getting crystal clear on that, I started speaking to their pains, frustrations, desires, and they started pulling them in. So, um, we don't want to be broad, like coaches who want more clients, like that's everybody who's a coach. But I help faith-based coaches at a 5K level who want 3 to 5 clients per month. Specificity makes the person say that's for me. And that's also true in your content. Like we want to paint the picture for them in their content as well, which we'll dive into. Like, what is their actual day looking like? What like, are they just sitting at the office desk, like banging their head against the wall because they don't want to be there, or just like drowning out on the computer and hating their life and looking at time, waiting for their shift to be done? Like, we need to be hyper specific to talk to those clients. So, yeah, the unique mechanism is something that only you help, and that's going to differentiate yourself from the crowd. So, what is your unique mechanism? Mine's a simple Instagram visibility system. So your one line offer would be like, this is mine with faith-based coaches making 3 to 5K or three signing 3 to 5 clients per month using simple Instagram visibility and DM conversations without relying on referrals. So it's clear, has the results in there. So we're gonna map out like two people's niche, outcome, and unique delivery just to give an example. And then we'll dive into content strategy after this. So does anybody need help with kind of clarifying their one-liner offer?
Yeah, what was it that you said? It was the three main things that you search for when you're making your offer?
Yeah, so we wanna talk about the niche, like who is your dream client? What is their job? Like we can go over it right now because we're
Okay,
setting it
okay.
up in here.
My bad
So
then.
yeah, what is their job title?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Do you want
My
to
job
um
title.
your target audience job title?
Oh, health and wellness. Like any like personal trainers, anybody that does CrossFit, anybody that wants to, grow with the water, right?
Oh, okay. That's a good target audience.
Right. Anybody that's like searching and seeking to make money online, right? Through marketing, these water machines, right?
Well, you're selling the machines, right? Or are you?
I'm doing direct sales for the machines, yes. And well, everything on the Enagic website, that's like shower faucets, right? They take all of the chlorine out so you can take a mineral spa shower at home basically. Or there's Yukon supplements, there's like teas and soaps, and there's also beef, like if you want steaks, burgers, or like
Oh,
sausage.
nice.
They're all from cows that were raised all on Kangen watered grass, and they were only raised with nothing but Kangen water, right? Their whole life.
Oh, wow, that's a big difference.
Yeah, it's
Um,
pretty awesome.
that's so cool. I love that. So I think that's a really great target audience for you, is personal trainers, people in the health and wellness field. What is their age?
I could also add to that would be real estate agents for people looking to get like water filtration in their house. But the age would be anywhere from, let's say, 25 all the way up to like 55, I guess, or say 50, you know what I mean? Anybody that, cares to, better their health. Usually around the 55 area, I notice that people care about their health and they notice that they need to make a change. So that's what I found personally.
Yeah, that's good. I think what would be best is to keep it maybe health and wellness. And then obviously, like real estate agents, if they're into health and wellness, they'll be attracted to your content. Um, so I think this is a good narrow niche to go into. As far as like income, what is their like monthly income?
I would want to search for people that are making around 7K or more, or 10K or more.
Okay, that's a good range. And then what about location?
It's everywhere, wherever. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a personal thing, you know what I mean? It's like you
Yeah.
buy a machine and be coached online if you want to be coached online, how to be mentored and how you can sell more machines yourself so that inevitably you can pay off the machine that you bought. With 9 referrals, people are able to pay off the machine that they bought, right?
Oh, nice. Um, so I guess would you prefer like US market?
Yeah, 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 of
Yeah.
course.
So we'll say US. And then what's like the main issue that you help solve?
bad drinking water or water that doesn't do anything for you? That's an easy question because you got to think about all the lots of bottled water that just sit outside, and then you got all the microplastics leaching into the water and all of the contaminants. And you got to think about if on a commercial grade that those big filters aren't able to filter out everything in the water and they just use chlorine to make the water clear again. And all of this is having a toll on our health, and like there's so much to it, really, when you learn
Yeah.
about it. So
Yeah.
that would be the answer for it, is so that you're not having to go out and buy bottled water every day, right? And you're buying water that actually helps you, benefits you.
But why would I like I'm just trying to understand like the deeper level of is um why is bottled water bad for me? Like what does it do to my body? Like what's the deeper level issue?
Is that it's never really hydrating you. Is
Okay.
So the water, you can think of it as just you're drinking it and it flows right through you, right? And then the toxins get kicked off to the side and get stored inside fat cells, and those toxins are the ones that cause cancer. So when people get cancer, um,
Mm,
that's why cancer comes back, is because they're not able to fully detox. But with this water, it hydrates on a cellular level, on a molecular, because it splits the molecular, so it's able to hydrate you, and you're able to actually correctly or detox, you know, correctly.
yeah. I mean, I would even maybe test out targeting cancer survivors.
Right, 100%. I was thinking that too.
So maybe that's something you can test in your market because I think like I know some who would like benefit.
Actually, I'm talking to this lady right now that had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and that's from the glyphosate on fruits with the pesticides. And so if you use the 11.5 pH water, it'll it's a oil emulsifier, so it'll break down the oil and strip all of the oil-based pesticides off of your fruit, which has
Oh
been a big
wow.
thing lately on how like U.S. is like one of the only countries. There's the U.S. and one other country, only countries that spray pesticides on our fruit so insects don't eat them, but then we go and eat them ourselves, right? So there's all these
Mm,
chemicals and pesticides which is causing those cancers, and people are eating them and they unknowingly, and that's how they end up with cancer. And so, anyways.
yeah,
But
no, this is a great information. Like I feel very educated, like being educated right now. This is
yeah,
good.
we'll see how it reacts, because with her, I'm giving her free samples. But the thing with I know, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make it quick because I know this is your presentation, so I'm sorry. But the thing is with her is that the alkaline water, it dissipates by half every 24 hours, right? So you can have 9.5 pH water, but then over 3 days it has no alkaline benefit to it. So all of the alkaline water you find in the store is only alkaline because they make fake alkaline water using potassium bicarbonate, which is baking soda. So they put baking
Mm,
soda in it, and it's not really, anyways. So,
yeah,
anyways, thank
so
you.
the language you're saying is very high level. Like, why does alkaline water matter? You got to put it down to like people who don't know like why is alkaline matter or not, so really like using that language, like not your expert language but just like our level language, so that way we understand through your content what you're saying, like what's the underlying reason. And so if you are able to use that in your messaging at a lower level than what your expert speaking right now, you'll start attracting the right leads in. Because right
No,
now, when you're saying like alkaline water and pH and like it's kind of above your market's knowledge base, so you gotta educate them on their level of how they speak. So if you practice that, that'll really help you. So what is like the outcome, like simple outcome that you help solve?
first of all, I would like to say thank you, and you're 100% correct on that. I've been really thinking about that, and I've like absorbed all this knowledge, and it's like expecting everybody else to know it. So it's like
Yeah.
to sit back and realize that. So you're right, and thank you for bringing that up. The outcome would be for people to live healthier lives, right? You know, right? I would say that would be the main purpose.
I have an idea, like, because I have a machine, by the way, and I know how much they cost, and I got it for eczema. But how about like I help and educate people on the toxins that are impurifying your water and your body so you can live a healthy, long-lasting life.
I,
Mm,
yeah, I like that too,
that's
Sarah. Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Like
And
removing toxin.
I have another friend who does like sells these water machines as well. And she's like really implemented like holistic like living into her profile, which I think attracts like the right kind of people you're trying to attract. Maybe you could, since you want to attract personal trainers, you could like implement that somehow. Like you could talk about how you use the water when you're working out or just like implement that into your like content so you're attracting like the right people and then like also educating them on the water, which is super important.
Yeah, like do a yoga class, do a biking class, do a like running class, like and then use and be like, I hydrate with my water.
I like that. You guys have some really great ideas. Thank you. Thank you, Ashley and Sarah. Appreciate both.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Those are really great. I love that. Like just showing, like you'll be sweating, drinking your Kangen water and be like, I'm drinking water and it's not leaving my body. It's actually
Right,
hydrating me or some, you can make it funny and entertaining too. Um,
right.
good. So I like removing toxins from the body because that's essentially what it does, right? Instead of healthier lives, it's going even deeper. Would you say
Right.
so?
And
Yeah,
pre-cancerous cells. Maybe that would be good too.
yeah, because cancer can't grow in an alkaline environment. So when you're drinking true alkaline, the cancer can't grow in the alkaline environment. But
That's so good.
and, and Magic is very serious about not saying any health claims, right? It's more
Mm,
like, hey,
yeah.
it's not a cure, but research shows that they've been finding this. If you check white sheets and green sheets, this is what they found.
Yeah, okay. So we'll keep it removing toxins from the body. With without having to what is like one thing that your target audience hates doing that would be way easier for them, like without having to um
Go to
buy
the store
bottled.
and buy water.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the reality of it is people spend anywhere from like $800 to $3,000 a year on bottled water. You know what I mean? So if you do the math on it, it would make sense. So
That's really good. And then when someone actually buys your Kangen water, what's like the unique delivery? Do they have like some benefit? Like if they buy, like let's say if I were to buy it right now, like is there some kind of fast acting benefit that they get or bonus when they buy from you?
Um, actually, right now, since Anagic's doing their like 50th anniversary, I didn't think I would be saying this, but I'm willing to put up $800 for somebody to put in on their machine so that their first
Hmm.
down payment would only be like 900 to $1,000, right? So, but that's only for the month of June because Anagic's saying that if you sell a K8, we're going to give you 8 sales, right? So
Hmm.
that counts as 8 sales. That means I would only have to sell 3 machines in order to pay off the machine, which is awesome. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And that's why I don't mind coming $800 out of pocket because of this special offer, but it ends in June, right? Otherwise, I would say that they're going to get a mentorship, a full mentorship, and coaching calls twice twice Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. on those days. Okay, so they get to enter the Race to Freedom program, a mentorship basically, and all these people are in this program to make more sales, right?
Okay, so also not only will you get toxins removed from your body, but you will
Get
be
them
able
mentored
to make money from that product that you have pretty much.
100%.
And that's not extra, that's like just if you buy the product, then you'll be eligible to sell it and have that mentorship, or is that extra?
As soon as they buy a machine, they become a distributor, right? So they're not nobody. So say if you went on the Enagic website right now and tried to buy a machine, they'll let you put it in your cart, and you get to the point, and then right when you go to put in your credit card information and say enter referral ID or enter distributor ID, right? You're not allowed to buy a machine unless you got referred into the company, right?
That's really
So
good. Yeah, I like that.
that's one of the big reasons I started too. It's pretty cool.
So your one-liner statement is I help. We'll say you can kind of test the market in your content and see what sticks better, but you can say personal trainers um making 7K plus per month, remove toxins from the body
I like that.
and make money off of your Kangen machine. Sorry, this is a mess.
So what is the price for the product?
They're about 5,800. Well, there's multiple different models for this, so it depends on your needs, right? So before I say any price, I usually like to set people up on a coaching call and make sure one, it's right for them, and two, which model that they would want it, that they would be ready to invest in, because these models go all the way from $2,800 all the way up to $5,800, right? So there's there's over 100 uses for the machine in the water, right? You use it for skincare, beauty care. You use the high pH water for cleaning, like disinfectant, right? Since the it can clean like the house stuff, you know?
No, I have one. I think we paid like 7,000 for it. So
Right. Yeah, they're pretty pricey. But if
So,
you, yeah, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
oh no, it's okay. I was just gonna put this in the chat and you can add it to your link in bio.
Okay, thank you very much.
How do you feel about it?
Um, that top part that you have highlighted to put that into the bio.
Yeah. Or you can just say I help personal trainers remove toxins from the body and make revenue off their Kangen machine, or make revenue, or start, you could say start a business
I
selling Kangen.
I like it, but is the would that go against any of like the Instagram guidelines where you'd get banned per se? Right. Right.
No,
You
remove
know,
toxins from,
you, you know,
no, I mean, why do you ask?
because I know that Meta has like certain things where it's like if you're talking about helping people make a certain amount of money, right, where it'll flag it, right? I'm not sure about that. I could be wrong, but I like it. In the story, I like it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
It's
just
certainly
for the length, I mean, you could move it to like, because I know the link in bio doesn't have as much space. So you could do it like this. And you're not claiming that they're going to make any money. You just can make, you're not claiming any certain amount of revenue. You're just saying they can make revenue off their Kangen machine. So this would be fine. Cool.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
Sweet. Um, does anybody else want to try?
I will.
Sweet.
Who's that? Oh, Ashley. Okay, what's up? What do you
What's
what
up?
who's your target audience?
Okay, so my target, so I was like trying to do this while we were doing it. So my target audience is, I want to say like just women, but I think women entrepreneurs is like more specific. 28 to 50.
28 to 50.
Um, they're making, sorry, my dogs might bark.
It's okay.
I have
They,
them too.
hopefully they don't. Um, okay. They're making like 5K or more a month. They're in the US. Or they're in the US like virtually, or they're in Pittsburgh where I'm like from.
Nice.
And then they're struggling with bloating and anxiety.
Mm.
That's pretty specific. The bloating and anxiety.
Yeah.
I like it. As far as women entrepreneurs, do you have any specific entrepreneurs that you want to go deeper on?
Um, no, like two of my clients have been entrepreneurs, but for two different things, like two totally different businesses.
Okay. I think this works because you're mainly helping the issue, which is bloating and anxiety. And because that is so specific, I think you can get away with women entrepreneurs. Um, what is the outcome?
Okay, so the outcome, pretty much it's like it's a well, my higher ticket program is 8 weeks, so it's an 8 week detox. And pretty much like it's based on sim like their symptoms, like so it's customized to each like individual.
Mhm.
So, but that being said,
Just
I am a
like
holistic practitioner, so usually it comes back to parasites, heavy metals. So yeah, detoxing from parasites and heavy metals. Um, and I think that like kind of scares people or like they get confused on that aspect too. Um, but that could just be me being like intimidated to like put it out there. Um, and what else? What do I want to say? Outcome. So a lot of my clients have lost weight. They aren't bloated anymore. No more anxiety, no more migraines or headaches, pain-free periods. Sorry, it's a lot. Um, trying to think what else.
no, that's good. I like the pain-free periods.
Yeah. Yeah, just like a lot of inflammation goes down, so like that's where you're seeing like less anxiety, more energy. Um, and yeah, those are like that's the outcomes that I have seen.
I love that. I think that is so needed. There's so much inflammation in everything that we eat and drink in America too.
Yeah.
Um, even like water, like I've read that the tap water can have parasites. So yeah, I think you and Drew need to get locked in together.
Yeah. Yeah, we could definitely collab on a piece of
Yeah,
content there.
honestly, I was thinking about that because they praise the Kangen water for inflammation. So yeah, we'll definitely have to chat, Ashley. That's super interesting.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
and what is like when they sign up, what's like the first win they get? What's your unique delivery? Like you do a personalized health plan in the first 7 days, or what is that?
um, it's all personalized, so they have to do like an intake form, and so I just like base everything off of the intake. Um, so I can like personalize like what like herbal recommendations they're gonna have. Like one of my clients is on a GLP-1, so she needs more protein than like a normal person, just like stuff like that. But another thing that I would like to get to like doing, like I'm still new, is like send a welcome box to all of my clients.
Oh, that's
Um,
cute.
yeah, so I want to do that. And then I have like my course, like I have a bunch of like video modules like in my Go High level, so they have like access to all that. And then we do like calls every week, and yeah, that's my unique delivery. I don't know if I should like do what Drew's doing where he has like a discount or like a special offer. I mean, yeah, I could probably
I
do
really
Is
that.
like, I really like the,
honestly,
yeah.
oh, go ahead.
I just saying I like the welcome box idea. That's smart.
Yeah, I think what the unique delivery is what makes you different than every other holistic coach out there. Oh,
Mm,
you get a personal health plan and a welcome box when you sign up with me. Like that's custom.
mm,
So I like that. I think that would be your unique delivery.
okay. And like, you think like I should put that out there? Or like, I kind of like liked it as like, oh, it's a surprise. Like, but like, do you think I should advertise that?
Um, yeah, I would.
Okay.
That's kind of what makes you different. And obviously like the bio only has so much words you can put in. So
Mm,
I would say I help women entrepreneurs. I always have a hard time with this.
I can't spell
Um,
either.
it's always uh reduce uh, remove bloating and anxiety with um or you could say I help women entrepreneurs remove bloating and anxiety. Um, and the outcomes can all be a little bit different, right? Like the losing weight, but the anti and gain and have anti-inflammatory properties. Is that a thing?
Yeah, like my my whole like protocol is like only using food as medicine. It's just like, everything God gave us, that's like what I do. Like so um yeah, I don't know. So that's like I put that out there a lot, like, oh, I'm using food as medicine. But that is different to other practitioners who will like hand you a list of supplements to take like right away. Um, and I'm not gonna do that. So
Hmm. What's your unique method?
I like I said, just using like food as medicine. Um,
Do you have like a name of your program or your unique method?
yeah, my mentor actually named the protocol. It's called the Germ. It's GIRM.
Hmm.
Using the GIRM method.
Yeah,
Cool. That's what I would put in link in bio.
yeah.
I help
Okay.
women remove bloating, anxiety, and have health and gain and have healthy bodies using the germ method and gain healthy bodies. I can't think. Have healthy bodies or gain? What do you guys think?
I think earn healthy bodies or something like that.
Have healthy bodies.
No, earn.
Earn.
Like earn
That's the word.
body or what are different words?
No,
And
that's good.
maybe we
That
could
means
like,
they'll put in the work.
yeah.
Also, I have a comment on the personal health plan and welcome box. I would put personal health plan and special gift.
Mm,
Reason being is just special gift makes it seem more, and then put a time on it too, right? Within the month, right? So it
mm.
creates interest, right? And curiosity. It also puts a time frame on when they can receive this special gift.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah. And then like I also could like throw in like test like I have like functional testing I could also like offer. So like maybe I could be like if you sign up this month, you get a free HTMA test or something like that.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good. No, I think this is really good. Special gift box.
I would say
And
customized because people love customized.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, custom gift box. Good. I put it in the chat for you, Ashley. Do you feel
Okay.
pretty good about this?
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody have any questions before we move forward?
Yeah, what is this program, Ashley?
Um,
If you
you can
don't mind.
message me after if you want to DM me on Instagram. Yes, just so we don't like
What?
take up too much time. But yeah.
Fair enough. Put your Instagram in the chat.
Yeah, we could all follow each other or something.
All right.
Okay, so part two is to create the lead flow, right? So we have the offer clear. We don't want to randomly post. We need a visibility system that brings in leads, and simple content and DM flow to create those leads and bookings. Um, so we're building daily lead flow with good content, and then you run ads. It works very well. Um, if your content's not that great, your ads aren't going to perform as good. So I'm just so excited to dive into content. I kind of just want to skip all of this. Uh, but yeah. So when you have content that converts, you can then start doing the ads for $20 a day, like $20 a day follow ads, to attract buyers and grow faster. So that's kind of what I teach as well. And then obviously having those conversations with every follower, people who reach out or people who like your stuff, your biggest fans, right? And so one of my clients, Marissa, she had like a few other coaches and she didn't understand how to post still. But after working with me, she's like doing talking head videos and actually posting because she understands her target audience. So we're going to dive into two things that will dramatically fix your content, 70% better. So those two things are going to be your lighting and your hooks. So I would rather, okay, we'll talk about hooks first. So three th you don't want to have a hook that's going to be like something someone can just Google search, you know? Um, because that's boring. You want to have a hook that's going to um really have your worldview in it. So instead of saying three things you can do to make your content better, your hook can be your content isn't converting because you don't understand good lighting. That's more specific and it's not something someone can just chat GPT or Google. Like they're interested in what your worldview is. Another example here is how to stop eating cookies every day. Instead of saying that, you could say you can stop eating cookies every day by having a fruit bowl on your table. See how that's more specific. And as far as lighting goes, um, the lighting behind me, like if I had this lighting behind me and I was shooting content, it wouldn't look good. So what I do is I shoot where the light source is. And so if I'm like in front of a window in my house, then I'll make sure the lighting is on my face versus lighting behind me. So it's going to make a huge difference in your content because Instagram, if your lighting's not that good, Instagram will like because they have so much bandwidth, so much people on there, they might start pixelating your videos if your lighting's not that good, and then it will affect your reach. And so natural light is going to be the best lighting. If you don't have natural light, like I have this little light I use on my desk and I just kind of position it But lighting makes a huge difference in getting views and your hook. So if you do those two things, that'll make your content 70% better already. And I'd rather you have better lighting and maybe not a good, but not as good of a background. Like let's say you're at the beach and the sun's behind you and the water's behind you and you're shooting like this. The sun's going to be blasting behind you and your face is not going to look, they're not going to see your face. But if you turn around and your face is towards the sun, like, yeah, you might not be able to see the beach, but maybe you'll see some trees in the background. That's way better than like just having a nice background. Lighting is more important. Any questions on that?
Yes, I do. I have a question.
Yeah.
So when it comes to um both the hooks and the lighting,
hmm
um so which one of those is more important? Is it more of your setting or is it more of your intent when you're posting?
What do you mean by setting?
Like you have a good lighting in your in the wherever you're filming at, or
Oh,
yeah, just simple things like that.
yeah. So like the two main things that are going to be the most important is going to be the hooks and the lighting. So both, like if you can just focus on those two things minimally, like that will make everything a whole lot better foundationally. But they're both like super important if you want to hit more views.
Got you. So okay, good to know. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. Okay. So yeah, we got Lucas. Actually, this is Lucas's 12K views. I'm sure this went up. You said it's at 40K now. But yeah, just some um good things going on. So really quickly, I'm gonna have you guys download the Edits app, Instagram Edits app. It looks like this if you do not already have it. But don't worry if you've never used it before, it'll still show your content analytics from Instagram, and I'm going to show you how to read that. So who has the edits app? Put a one in the chat if you have it. Okay, awesome. All right, so what you're going to do is go down to the little bars on the Edits app, and then you're going to click on, one of your pieces of content, and you're going to look at your skip rate. The two most important things for your analytics is going to be your skip rate and your retention graph here, these two items. If your skip rate, like the goal is to hit under 50%, the best goal is like 30%. But as long as you're hitting under 50, you're going toward your target audience. 30 to 40 is like you're on the money with your target audience and you're organic. 40 to 50 is like you're kind of there. If you're over 55% in your skip rate, then you're not hitting your target market with your hooks. And your retention graph is something, if you scroll a little bit more down, you can see, like if you hold down the retention graph, you can see how many seconds where someone fell off like they started scrolling past. So, does everyone see that? Does anybody have a few questions? I'm going to go into the retention graph on the next slide. No? Okay. So this is the retention graph. And so if you hold down and see where the seconds drop off on your reel, like, okay, they dropped off at 3 seconds when I hold down on the retention graph, that means that um they liked the hook, but after that they didn't They didn't like what I was saying after the hook. I didn't get to the point. And so the ultimate goal is to have like a steady, gradual line going down for a retention graph. Um, if it looks like this, that means the hook failed and rejected. If it looks kind of like a scoop U, which can happen a lot with your talking heads, um, if you don't get to the point or you don't have tangible like things that they can do, they'll skip right past. And we'll get into hooks here in just a second. But yeah, if they just fall off after 2 seconds, your audience didn't see the hook. That means you're not targeting the right audience with your hooks. If they fall off after 3 seconds, that means they didn't like your hook. Um, and if it looks like this, your retention graph, that means that, somewhere in the 8 seconds to 7 seconds range, they loved your hook. You could use that hook again, but um, you took too long to get to the point. Like maybe you started rambling after your hook and they're like, okay, I just want to know what the juice is. And they just left. So you can reuse those hooks and just get more to the point of what you're trying to say. What's a tangible thing that your audience can take away from what you have to say? What's your worldview? Tangible, tangible, tangible. This is rare, but if someone like swipes off but then swipes back to your reels, because like, oh, maybe I did want to hear what they had to say, but you won't see that often. Any questions on these two analytics that are like the most important? I know it's a lot of information, so if anybody needs to come off mute and ask, I am here for y'all.
All right, just want to be clear. Just I'll make sure this is written down.
Mm-hmm.
For the skip rate, the ideal of it is 30 to 40%, correct?
Yes.
All right, Brandon.
Yeah. I mean, if you're under 50, that's a good goal. But 30 to 40 is like prime.
Got
Obviously, any lower than 30 and you're like a whiz, but
it. I think that's what my highest ones had. I think it's like, what was it, 28? I don't even know. I have to look at it again.
super
But
shorts, like if you oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
If you do like super short videos, like 5 to 7 seconds, that really boosts your page health, and usually you'll get more retention like this. But you just have to have really tangible, like super short B-roll videos. You can kind of look at my page for some examples. Um, okay, so when you're doing talking head for SEO strategy, you want to have like a text hook above your head that's gonna hook them in as well. Um, line by line captions, they kind of make people fall off. This is actually my content strategist who has taught me everything. She's like grew to like 60K followers in like a matter of months because she understands Instagram SEO. And so having those text hooks above your head and giving some space above your head to have that text and putting your head more in the middle of the reel is kind of a great format because people's eyes naturally look up, look at your face, and then look down at your captions below. And so every 3 to 5 seconds, you want to have a text hook that kind of reiterates what you're saying out of your mouth above your head that rehooks them every 3 to 5 seconds. And that will help you get a double SEO score because your SEO is on the text and then your SEO is coming out of your mouth as well. So you're getting double SEO score. So if you're talking about leads and sales, I'm getting double rankings from having the text and having it speak out of my mouth. Any questions on this?
I have a question actually. So are
Yeah.
you working a lot now with your hands more and you're not staying static?
Well, sorry, you kind of chopped up. What did you ask?
Are you talking more with your hands and you're not staying static, like sitting, for example? Are you moving around a lot now in your reels?
Yeah, yeah, you kind of want to use your body to like re-engage like when you're talking. So talking with your hands, maybe like having a side angle and kind of like maybe having some cute shirt on or something that you want to make the visuals kind of fun too. Like maybe you have an interesting just chandelier behind you and you're like kind of talking with your hands. Um, but yeah, and talking with your hands does help a lot to re-engage people because we're just trying to pull them back in and hold that retention. Um, so typically I do see that like when you're using a little bit of your body to re-engage, it kind of keeps the people engaged longer.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Sounds good.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. So SEO captions. Um, so when you're writing your captions, you have to really think about like what your target market is looking for. And I think I shared a link resource in the beginning of this call. Oh, I didn't yet. I'll share you guys a little goodie. Um, it's right here actually. Let me share this with you. So this will help you guys um, create SEO captions, which is search engine optimized captions for your target audience so they can be seen. I see so many people not using the captions at the bottom of the pages, like your posts, and it's hurting your SEO. How do I switch this? Can you guys see everything?
Yeah, what font are you using now? Is it classic?
This is League Spartan.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, classic. Classic font works really well and performs really well for reach and visibility. So I would use either classic or if you're female, poster, if you're targeting females. But poster and classic typically work really well
Okay, thanks.
for the fonts. Um, but yeah, just really thinking about, okay, my target audience is searching best business coach, marketing strategy. So I highlighted everything that my target audience would be searching for. So you can kind of think about that. And it's such a cheat code when you go, here's what I teach, or here's how to XYZ, and then just bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, all the things they would be searching for. Here's how to blah, blah, blah. Um, any questions on that? I put the resource in the chat for you guys to use that worksheet. Okay. All right, so we're going to talk about hooks. So two-prong hook method is going to be the best way to get your target audience and hit more non-followers than followers with the two-prong hook. So you want to have like a mass topic, that's your first prong, something broad that almost anyone can be interested in. Um, like whatever your niche is, right? So you're not getting organic leads because, and then I'd put my worldview later of why I'm different, like my perspective. So, some examples would be like natural makeup that doesn't get cakey even on 12-hour wedding day. You're not getting views because you care too much about hashtags. It's skip rate. 5 symptoms of cancer most people have never heard of. So you see how like one prong's like basic and then the second one's kind of your flavor flav, like your perspective. Something that's different that people can't search for on ChatGPT or Google, right? So, we're gonna create some hooks together. Who wants to go? Anybody want to make a hook?
Will you be helping us make the hooks?
Yes.
Okay, sure. I'll go.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'm trying to move my Zoom thing vertical and I just don't know how.
Hello, sorry I'm late.
Oh, hi, Raymond. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. We're making hooks. So,
And
Landon,
I'm going viral because I'm promoting both KFC and the Michael movie part 2 on TikTok.
oh, sick. Awesome. Love it. You got
Oh
to
yeah.
share your viral video with us in the chat.
Yes.
Um, dope. We're
But
just gonna go over.
first I have to follow you on TikTok if you have it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I have TikTok. It's the same hash handle, Kayla Crafty.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. I just want to get a like temperature check on everyone here. Is this helpful information for you? If you can put it one in the chat if it's helpful. Okay, good. I know it's a lot of information. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I want to make sure everyone's understanding. Okay. So, Landon, we're going to be making your hook.
Yes, already.
So, here's some templates you can choose from. This one I think is typically the easiest, but if you want to choose a different template, we can go off that too.
Okay. Oh, let's go with. I'm looking at the number one or the one right across from it. Let's do number one.
POV.
Yeah, POV, sure.
That'd be good since you're a fitness coach. You could just do a quick B-roll, super short, like 5 seconds of you, like with the good lighting and some weights. You found a blank that actually, and you're different. So the two prongs. So you found what?
Ooh, let me think of it. Uh, you found a.
Like a workout
Yeah,
or a different type of way to do like a certain workout that you're expert in?
yeah. You found a new way to do a squat. We'll say.
A squat
Yeah, a squat.
that actually, okay, what's your like spicy method? Like you haven't, I mean, I think your pike push-ups were pretty different too.
Okay,
So
okay.
like
Uh,
do you have do you have like like a spicy way to do a squat? Like
yeah.
tell me your worldview.
So yeah, instead of just loading a bar up with a lot of weight, uh, use a deck of cards. This is going to sound weird.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have to explain. This is a good hook.
Okay.
So
So
how do we use the deck of cards?
okay. So you we'll start out with ten cards out of a 52 card deck. What you do is you lay 10 cards out and you just one right after the other, like an inch apart in a line, and you stand over it and you squat down, pick it up, take a step forward, squat down, set the card down, stand up, squat down, pick the first card up, squat down, pick the second card up, and you do that. You stack the card, keep stacking the cards as you go along, and my math may not be mathing right at this point, but like by the end you should have like 100 body weight squats, and you just consistently keep moving doing that, and by the end you are going to be feeling it in the legs. So
Oh, this is a good one. I feel like this is a really good hook. So you could do like a super short B-roll, like 5, 7 seconds. You don't want to do too long B-rolls.
right.
And then just be like, POV, you found a way to do a squat that actually, what were you gonna say? Squat that actually,
It's functional for life. I don't know. It's I don't know.
that
Yeah.
actually, um, you found a new way to do a squat that actually is more effective. Would you say it's more effective than weighted squat?
I would say yes, especially if you're someone who does not have access to weighted squats, and if you're someone looking to be more of, I want to, I want to say on the health side, because anymore I'm like bar stuff is just it's more bodybuilder style that will make you more puffed up and bloated rather than functional for what you actually need to do in
I
every.
Mm.
I have an idea.
Yeah, what is
You could just use the hook as here's a secret you wish you knew sooner. You'll Here's a secret you'll wish you knew sooner. That's what I meant to say.
okay.
People actually don't, I mean, curiosity hooks worked a lot better like a few years back, but people they want as much directness as possible. Like pretend like you're like texting your friends in a group chat, like what direct thing would you say to them? And usually those direct hooks work really well to pull in your target audience too. Because if you have those curiosity hooks, the primal brain um kind of thinks, oh, I don't know if this is for me, and I don't want to wait and see, like get disappointed, so I might just swipe.
Okay, that makes
So
perfect
I
sense.
mean, it's a good idea. I mean, it would have worked probably a few years back, but right now in this market, people just want to know, is this safe? Is this for me? Is this direct? Is this what, or they'll swipe because
Okay, cool.
they're
Thank you.
goldfish. Yeah, no, no. Here to help. Um, so you found a new way to squat. We'll keep it short. You found a new way to squat that is more effective than weighted squats. Use a deck of cards. I think this would be good. And then
Yeah.
you can demonstrate it in a video.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so I think that's really good. I'll put this in the chat for you.
Thank you.
I just
Good
dropped you a
deal.
follow on TikTok.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I need to do more TikTok too. Cool. Who does anybody else want to try? Make a hook?
I have an idea. I have an idea cooking up in my brain.
Okay.
So again, I'm gonna call this super genius brain. That's what I call it. So one of the first viral, not viral vid, but one of the most like popular ones I've done is a this versus that, kind of comparing, contrasting. And one of the ones I
Mm-hmm.
did before was on trauma bonds versus healthy love. That one,
Mm.
that one did really good, and that one was I think short seconds. Just simple very well was doing nothing special. Um, so I'm thinking this time is to really go into, and this is something I personally dealt with, is um healthy communication versus toxic communication. Really get into both of those. I want to get in a hook of both of those, at
Mm-hmm.
least for caption wise. But the one thing I'm stuck at is like, okay, what should I put in the um what the hell is it called? I don't know what it's called, but the beginning of the video. So
You could say like a pain point, like you're not having healthy communication, right? Because that's the pain point.
yeah,
You're not having What's
it's hard.
behind healthy communication? Like, would it be broken relation, like you have broken relationships because
Yeah, broken relationships,
Or
because
actually, I wouldn't say like all unhealthy communication is broken relationships, so I take
no,
that
it
back.
definitely is not broken. It's just I say it's influenced. You know, that's I kind of
Hmm.
my perspective on it. But
And what's like the takeaway you want your audience to have? Like,
the biggest takeaway I want them to have is to realize is like, okay, this person I have is communicating me the best of their ability. That is my intention because there is a massive difference between ones that want to try to like play game in your brain, think, oh, you should know this, you should know that, and there's a difference of basically so simply just saying it and communicating it. And
okay,
so
so
that's I'm
okay, go
kind of
ahead.
where in my head right now. I just want to make sure it's like on paper, like on.
Yeah, so like you don't have you don't know what healthy communication is, right? Is that what you're trying to say? Like they don't understand what healthy communication is and
No,
what
no,
healthy
no,
commu like you want to tell them this is how you communicate in a healthy way.
similar to that. I'm trying to think the best way to perceive it.
Like is the main problem, what's the main problem?
So I think the main problem it is and this is I'm going to the perspective of like the victims in this is like they're feeling like they're not being heard. They're feeling like
Mm,
they're not getting their side of of the relationship. They're kind of like feeling like
mm.
they're like giving everything that they got, and this is something I personally experienced, and basically burning yourself out. And so
That's good. Okay, that's clear. So you feel like you're not being heard because you're focused on what are they focused on?
they focus on pleasing the partner.
People like
Yes, people
pleasing.
pleasing. They focus on people pleasing.
We'll say pleasing. Yeah, people pleasing. When it's actually boundaries that you need, like
But
drawing boundaries.
drawing boundaries you need to set for yourself. That, that was a wake up call for me. I'll explain that story like later on, but um, it was a wake up call.
Oh, oops, caps lock.
You can yeah, let's capitalize it. Why not? Let's make it so
Heard.
egregious.
Um, oh my gosh, what's up with my laptop? It's being weird. You feel like you're not being heard because you focused on people pleasing instead, draw boundaries. And then you can spitball the rest, spitball for 2 minutes, chop down, cut it down to 30 seconds, and um any like anything that's like you're rambling, not getting to the point, cut it out. If you're a little redundant in some sentences, cut it out. And so that's how I do my talking heads. Like I'll think of a really good hook and then I'll kind of spitball the rest for like 2 minutes just talking and then I'll chop it up down to like 30 seconds. Like remove the redundancy, just give them tangible, getting to the point. So yeah, I think this is a good hook for you.
Yeah, I like
Let's
this one.
I'm excited to see it.
Hey, I had to cook something up again, as one of my good friends of mine saying the super genius marine. So
Yeah, so yeah, just for sake of time, does anybody have any questions on the hooks? The two-prong hook method to get more views, no non-follower views. Okay, beautiful. So just for the sake of time, um, I'm gonna just share like another client who I helped recently, Philip. He's a mindset coach. Um, 6 months ago, he came to me with no clients. He just hit like 9K in MRR, because we got clear on his ideal buyer. And he set up systems and marketing to be able to get those leads, get those clients, book those calls, and convert. So just some wins there. So the three things we focused on: offer, lead flow, conversion. Um, you know, Booking calls in the DMs, something I did want to go over, but I just don't have the time. But maybe on my next workshop I will. Um, but yeah, definitely that's something I do help you guys with, is how to book calls in the DMs. So now you have like two choices. You can keep posting, chasing leads, and hoping for replies without a system, or you can build a system that generates daily leads, book calls, and converts clients consistently. So it's the lead flow formula is what I help with. Um, we get crystal clear on your offer, start producing lead flow. I also help with your ads. Um, do live DM calls where we like book calls together live in DMs. And yeah, so if you are serious about wanting help with that, um, you can book your call here. I'll send the link. And I'm also giving you guys a bonus when you book your call, is you get a customized two-prong hook method script for you to use on your next reel. And you get a Loom video with an IG account audit on where you're leaking leads. So we can fix that together. So I'll give you guys a few minutes in the chat to find a spot if you're serious about getting more sales in your business, closing more clients, pulling in leads. Um, but yeah, any questions on anything that we talked about? Whether it be offers, content, ads, DMs, closing clients. Thought I heard someone say something. Was that you, Darnell?
No, it wasn't me.
Oh, hi, nice to see you.
Thank you. Nice seeing you too.
Awesome. Well,
Actually, I got a question. When
yeah.
when do you think it's a good time to start running ads?
Um, I believe that if you understand the concepts that I just shared with you, and you start producing like 9 solid reels, at the top of your page that kind of have the strategies, the good lighting, the text hooks, and all of that.
Right.
I'd say like if you post 9 solid content pieces of content, you can start running like follow ads for like $5, $10. Basically, $20 a day is the best. But they're pretty good leads if you call out your ideal target market. And so you'd say like fitness personal trainers making 7K who want to detoxify their body. you know, I help with XYZ, follow me to learn how. And so that's what you can help you can script in your ad, is calling out your ideal buyer. So ads are a little bit different than content. Like, you need to be more specific in your hook of who you're helping with ads.
Okay.
So like if I'm calling out, like, my client, she helps nurses. So she calls out female nurses, ages 40, struggling with overthinking.
Right.
And that's the hook in her ad. And then the IG ad algorithm will find those people more easily. And now she's getting a bunch of nurses, doctors, PhD following her because we just use that hook.
Oh,
And
okay, so
so yeah, you need to be hyper specific with your ad hooks, but with content, you want to be more hyper specific on the struggle and the solution. Um, but being direct with it. Does that make sense?
yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you.
Yeah, no problemo. Yeah, so yeah, I would love to chat with you guys if you are ready to scale to that next level, and then I'll give you those free bonus values when you book in on the link in the chat. Um, Anybody else have any questions? I know I went over a lot today. Hopefully it wasn't too much information overload.
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
For someone selling a $500 service to coaches, what type of content builds trust the fastest?
Talking head would be the best way to go to build
Okay,
trust the fastest. Definitely
okay.
talking head.
And why is that?
Um, because they're getting to hear your voice, see your face, see how you just like it's like FaceTime content, right? They're like seeing you on camera. And so that's building more trust. What are you selling?
I do AI automation for fitness coaches.
Oh yeah, AI automation. Definitely I would do talking heads.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, that's
perfect.
a great way to build trust because we're in a trust recession. Also, I would recommend doing a workshop.
Trust recession. That is funny.
We are, because like scams are at an all-time high, like year after year, and people are getting nervous to invest because they don't know. And so I would also do workshops if I was you, like invite people and demonstrate and
Mm,
share. Um, it was all of you guys should be doing workshops actually.
okay, and I
Who's
have one
doing
more question.
yeah, go ahead.
Do you think talking head videos outperform cinematic videos? Because that's basically what my Instagram is. I do motivational stuff as well. Or is it a mix of both, for the best strategy?
Mm. Cinematic is really good for virality, but in your cinematic videos, are you talking about any pain points or like what are your cinematic videos
So
talking about?
they're basically centered around motivation and what people struggle with and how systems are more important than motivation. So, for example, I might show a video that's not my face, it'll be like a background, and just some words, and it'll pretty much explain systems keep going when motivation stops. Because motivation sometimes people get it for 2 weeks and it's gone. But if you have a system in place, that'll be more important than your motivation long term, like a system of getting up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym and you go no matter how you feel. So something like that.
I think for you, how long does it take to make your cinematic videos?
I've gotten faster now. I want to say 30 minutes to an hour.
That's not bad. Yeah, I mean, if you can make it in a reasonable time, I think a mix of the cinematic and the talking head would be really good for you.
Okay.
What's your handle? Maybe we can chat in the DMs and I can check out more of your content.
It's ASAP fresh, ASAP underscore fresh. I'm sorry. I can put it in the chat.
Oh, I got you right here.
Okay, perfect.
I would also, Ronnie, I would just make your profile picture like a little bit closer to so we could see your face better. I think that'll build a lot of trust too.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah, definitely. I like your cinematic style. I'll check them out and we can talk in the DMs a bit and I'll give you
Sounds
a few
great.
pointers. Yeah,
Sounds great.
blessed to have you. Anybody else? Questions? How did you feel about this? Was it helpful? What was your favorite part? Put your favorite part in the chat. I'm curious. What would you guys like to learn more of is what I want to know. The hook, yeah. Yeah, we can definitely work on that more.
Because yeah,
Hooks are so fun. Huh?
sorry, I was gonna share a little bit. I shared a piece of content with somebody, getting their like ideas, asking like for their advice on what could be better with it, and they brought up the thing of the hook, and I feel like the hooks are like I'm not good at, so that's why I definitely enjoyed the hook portion of it to get ideas of how to better grab people's attention to then keep it. So yeah, that's why I liked it so much.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so glad it helped. Yeah, that's the important thing. Like we want to speak to our ideal buyer. If we're posting randomly, like I've talked to so many people in the past couple weeks that are like, I feel like I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall. Like multiple times people have told me that on calls and I'm like, oh, okay. So it's a big problem um that we need to solve. So I'm
I have
glad
one
that
more
that helped
question.
you. Yeah.
Do you, I'm trying to use my, see if I can put my camera up. Can you guys see me? Perfect.
Yes.
Do you use, how do you feel about ChatGTP? Because I use that for my, hooks and a lot of information when it comes to content creation and helping me get a better understanding.
Uh,
I know it's a hit or miss.
I don't really like ChatGPT. I would like if you give it your idea and it kind of refines it, okay, but really we want to use your worldview and something that's different than like someone can just post because so many people are using ChatGPT and people can sniff it from a mile away. So I love coming up with my own hooks or using the two-prong hook method. If you really need to use like ChatGPT, I would just speak through the voice control and just tell it like, hey, this is my worldview on this problem. Help me come up with like a two-prong hook method to um create my script for my reel.
Okay.
Um, but I would try and like and honestly, guys, the biggest lie is posting, the more you post, the more you grow. The more you post, the more you grow. You know, you can see how many views you get in the Reels tab, right? Per post and in your insights. So I was posting 3 times a day at one point, and I started hitting 30 views per post, and it's because I didn't have quality. And so what you really want to do is, because my content strategist, she goes to like the Instagram meetings every Friday with the CEO, so she knows all the deets on the algorithm. And so like the three things, the things that you have to focus on more is consistency. So if you're posting 3 times per week, keep it 3 times per week. If you feel like you can do more, like 5 times a week, do 5 times. But if you're posting three, then five, then two, then three, then five, then two, and
Hmm.
every week is different, uh, IG is going to punish you. They're going to punish you for being so random. And so having a consistent, like 3 time a week. I post like 3 times, 4 times a week now, and I'm getting like more views than I was 6 months ago. And so it's definitely
Okay.
about quality over quantity.
Okay.
I got something I can add on to that, Ronnie. If you must use an AI app, like I totally agree with what Kayla was saying about people being able to smell it from a mile away, because it's like that. But what I recommend using is Claude,
I heard
IO.
about that.
Yeah, Claude's a lot better for script writing and like business things. But
Thanks.
but yeah.
Yeah, I think Claude sounds a little more human for
Okay, yeah, I
sure.
basically use ChatGTP as like an assistant. Like for example, I've learned about the for the hooks, your hooks do gotta be within the first 1 or 3 seconds in order to catch everybody's attention because there's so much. so many things that competing for people's attention online nowadays, and you have to have your good hook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
And really like using your worldview in that second prong
mm,
is going to set you apart from everyone else. Like, what's your juicy special about, AI? Like that you like just come up with your own like noggin. Like, what experience did you have before that nobody else experienced? Like, you want to bring that out. And that makes you different, makes you stand out. Any other questions? It was a great session, guys. Thanks so much for coming. All right, guys. Well, I will send you guys the recording and I hope you have a blessed rest of your evening. Thanks for staying on a little later. And I will talk to you in the DMs. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care.